Welcome back. We began the day, of course, on the banks of the Thames at Craven Cottage, Manchester City's trip to Fulham. They knew if they won it for the first time in 8 weeks, they'd be back on top of the pile. And they got a great start after just 89 seconds with this incident, Sean.
Yeah, it was a great ball in from Jack, but I love Mahrez's cutback. And the first touch from Alvarez was brilliant. And it's a bit clumsy there from Mbreem on Alvarez, which then gains the penalty. And you think there, a City in ascendancy, and the man you want to step up is Haaland, and he dispatches it beautifully, hard low in that corner, and City were away.
Yeah, 50 goals in all competitions for Erling Haaland, just the fourth player in English top-flight history, and the first since the 1930s to get to that. This wasn't in the script at the time, though, Rafa, from Vinicius.
Yeah, I think when you have two strikers running behind the defenders or trying to get into the space, someone has to be aware. I think that it was 2 against 2, and then it was a great finish.
What about this? No De Bruyne today. Alvarez instead.
Well, Rafa talks about great finishes, and this wasn't bad either. There's just no stopping that. Alvarez with an unbelievable finish. He just gets the ball out of his feet. Haaland makes a little run out wide, just frees up a tiny bit of space. Then it gets stuck under his feet. But once it comes out, he curls the ball away from Leno. This is the great angle to see how far Leno was away from it. I mean, that is precision, right in the top corner.
And in the end, Haaland again amongst the goal scorers. That was the winning goal. City did it again, and this is what their manager thought of it all.
Well, Pep, it was the results that you needed to reclaim that top spot. What did you make of the performance, though, today?
Exceptional, knowing where we come from Bayern Munich, Arsenal, a lot of games every 3 days, and not much recovery. But the results help us to keep going. So, I think we play a real good game, except 20-25 minutes, and when Phil and especially Bernardo came in, and after the game was better control, and a huge victory for us in this stadium against that team after where we come from.
Back to the top of the table, does this feel like a big moment for this team?
Well, now 1 game left, 6 games. Still, now we are sleeping, but Arsenal is going to play on Tuesday. So it just West Ham, our games at hand, West Ham and Brighton at the end of the league. So, the real one is West Ham. To see, we try to equalize the games when play both teams and be there. So we know what you have to do. Just try to, win our games at home, and away like today we have done. With long weeks will be easier, but now today with the condition of the pitch, with the physicality of the opponent, the players are exhausted. In 3 days we have another one, in 3 days we have another one, and after go to Madrid, so it's so demanding everything, but with enthusiasm and the help of everyone, we will do it.
And what they have to do is get a maximum of 15 more points from a remaining 18 to guarantee a 5th title in 6 seasons. Given their form, given their mentality, their history, any way you can see that not happening, Rafa?
I like some of the things that I can feel when he was talking and reading about some interviews from some players. They talk about focus, 1 game at a time, more or less. That is the message. When I was in this situation that you play 2 games a week and it's Champions League or play for finals, and in the meantime you have Premier League games, this focus is really important. My first year in Liverpool, we were playing the Champions League. We played the final against them in the Carling Cup. And at the same time, we were playing in the Champions League. So when you play against Juventus, you play against Chelsea, you play against AC Milan, you lose your focus. And then in the league, you don't perform at the same level. And Pep, with this team that they are at the top of the league now, they are quite focused. And that is crucial when you have competitive players with experience and with quality. So I think they can do it.
In agreement. I think the games are coming quick and fast. I think adrenaline is key for them, and especially when they're getting positive results on the back of them. I think you'll just keep going into all the games one by one and focusing on that. And a lot of the games that they're going to go into already psychologically on certain side, they're already winning those games from the other team's perspective. They just have to go out and not let themselves down and give a professional performance. And I think they have enough to win those games.
Yeah, I'd be surprised if they don't win the league. I'd be surprised if they don't win the treble. You look at those fixtures there. that's assuming Arsenal win all their games. They have to win 5 of those. Arsenal have got some tricky games, but I can see them winning 5 of those games. So I think the Premier League, they've got one hand on that trophy already. I can see them beating Manchester United in the final of the FA Cup as well. The big one, I guess, the big question is, can they beat Real Madrid in the semi-final? Because if they do that, I see them winning that one as well.
Wow, that's put a big smile on Sean Wright Phillips' face. Rafa, brilliant to have you with us again. Great to have your company. Thank you very much indeed for coming in. Michael and Sean and I will watch City again on Wednesday. Before that, there's more to come. Michael and I'll see you for the Monday Night Football. Just the 36 goals so far. We'll see you soon.